For those of you who didn't get the memo, the only two green formulas that we have are the regular sweetened green formula and the unsweetened with peppermint. There was a trial period where we had raw herbs with nothing, and it tasted bad, and nobody wanted it. Hardly anybody ordered it, so we stopped that. So now we have the raw unsweetened herbs with peppermint. Now, some people think that the peppermint's in there for sweetening. Peppermint is not a sweetener. It's a flavoring, if anything, but that's really not why it's in there. The peppermint is actually there for medicinal purposes. It does make it taste better, which is great, but the reason the peppermint's in there is it helps your digestion. It helps nutrients absorb better into your body. It helps stop bloating. It helps stop gas. It helps everything with your digestive system. And that's like one of the biggest problems that people have nowadays is bloating and gas and indigestion and digestive issues, especially when there's fiber involved, because fiber helps, promote that. It helps give you more gas and bloating because the probiotics feed on fiber. So that's why the peppermint's in there. The raw herbs by themselves taste like raw herbs. It doesn't taste very good. There was a few people who liked to have the raw herb formula. And that's why I'm sure a lot of the people who buy the unsweetened get the same thing. They're not getting it for flavor. They're getting it for the medicinal benefits. Well, you got to look at it with the peppermint the same way. The peppermint is not some flavoring. It helps clear your lungs. It helps your digestion. And also, I guess you could say that people who are uptight and complaining about stuff, they need the peppermint because the peppermint helps calm you down. It helps soothe you. It's so healing for so many reasons. That's why it's in there. Don't think I put the peppermint in there just to make it taste good. It does help make it taste better. But if you're one of these people that just likes to take raw herbs for medicinal purposes just to get the health benefits, then you definitely want the peppermint. Because if you're willing to take a nasty tasting herbal formula just because it's good for you, then you should, and if you don't like peppermint, if peppermint is nasty to you, you should still be taking it because you were taking nasty tasting herbs in the first place, even though, because you obviously weren't doing it for taste. Well, you didn't like the taste in the first place, even without peppermint. So the point is, if you don't want sweetened, then you should still get the one with the peppermint because the peppermint has so many health reasons. For those of you who haven't read my Free Food and Medicine Edible Plant Guide, which you should have, check out the peppermint page. It's on, 158, and it'll tell you all the benefits of peppermint. Indigestion and heartburn and acid reflux, stomach pain, ulcers, colic, nausea, irritable bowel, just about every digestive complaint known. It relieves intestinal gas almost instantly. It's a relaxing antispasmodic that calms nerves, sleep problems, stress, herpes. It freshens breath, covering up garlic breath. The volatile oil helps kill bad microorganisms, all kinds of things. So if you want to learn more about peppermint, get the Free Food Medicine Edible Plant Guide, and it can tell you about everything. So don't not get the unsweetened with peppermint because it has peppermint you don't like the taste, because it doesn't taste that great anyway. So it tastes better, if anything. Suddenly people are becoming judgmental about the taste, even though they were getting it originally without the taste. Now, as far as the sweetened one goes, don't be fooled by that either. Just because it says improved formula, better tasting, more powerful, and this is considered a sweet formula, there is no real sweetener in here other than a little bit of monkfruit. There's no erythritol. This is just strictly herbs. I try to make sure the green formula, no matter what, is strictly herbal, plant-based, whole plant stuff. There's some grape juice powder in there. There's some papaya juice concentrate. It's not really that sweet, but it's kind of sweet. But the main sweetener in here is licorice root. Licorice root is really good for your hormones. Again, nothing is in here just for flavor. It's in here because there are health benefits associated with it. There is no quote unquote real sweetener other than a little bit of monk fruit. The actual percentages of the herbs are a little bit different between this one and this one, but it's the same ingredients and you get the same health benefits. This one just tastes better than this one. Well, this one actually, some people, I guess, like peppermint. This one does not have peppermint. The old version, the one that came in the jar, that had peppermint, but it was a different type of peppermint. That was a nasty tasting peppermint. It was a peppermint powder, which was really kind of bitter tasting, actually. So that was switched out with an experimental version of the sweetened version that had peppermint oil in it. That was powdered. We don't sell that anymore. There was like a version like a year or two ago that had peppermint in the ingredient list for the regular sweetened one. There is actually no peppermint in the sweetened version because some people didn't want it. So anyway, choose your medicine. This is the regular sweetened, good tasting one. And this is the unsweetened one, but with peppermint. So you have your choice. I mean, yes, I could make 4 different versions of it. So everybody has a version, but that gets a little ridiculous. So here's the 2 most popular ones. This is what people wanted. The other one, the unsweetened raw one, wasn't selling at all. There was only a few people that wanted it, which is why we don't make it anymore. So these are the 2. So when you go to the marcusgreens.com and you go to the drop down, you've got sweet, which is this one, and unsweetened, which is this one, which has peppermint, but it's there for health reasons. So I just wanted to clear that up. Peppermint, again, is not a sweetener. It has a noticeable flavor to it, but it's not a sweetener. I hope I cleared up some of the confusion, maybe. So if you ordered unsweetened and you got this with peppermint, yes, that's how it's supposed to be. I suggest you take it and notice the benefits. Your breathing should be better. You should be more calm. Your digestive issues should be better. And it's not like a massive amount of peppermint. It's just enough to give you a little bit of help in there. And it helps it taste better. So anyway, you can get it at marcusproducts.com or marcusgreens.com. Stay healthy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.